I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Tony Coles, President, CEO, and Chairman of Cerevel Therapeutics, which is dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of the brain and to find treatments and solutions for a range of neuroscience diseases, including Parkinson's. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Coles.
Thank you, Russ. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
We studied health systems around the world. We studied Cuba and what happened in Cuba at the outbreak of the HIV crisis, which was about 10 years prior. So there had been enough experience that it was a case study. And the Cuban government made the decision to take all of the HIV positive men in the early 80s and quarantine them because that was the only way they could control the spread of the virus. So here we have individuals whose human rights were being compromised, all in service of the greater public good. And what it taught me is that everything I had grown up with and accepted as basically a law of physics, that everyone has an inviolable right to health and access to health care, was not true. I thought, well, if they can be abrogated and they can be changed for the better, and if they can be changed for the better, why do I have to assume that what we have today is the best that we can possibly give? And I could then make it better. And that's how I made the decision to leave the practice of medicine and focus on population-based healthcare. Leaving these hallowed academic halls is a hard thing to do because of the expectation. And there were a lot of people in my life at the time, senior to me, who said, "You're being a traitor. You're going to the dark side." I concluded these were people who didn't know me very well. And if they didn't know me very well, to know that this was the best thing for me, why would I listen to them? My life was destined to be about creating change and making an impact. And the pharmaceutical industry became the platform through which I could do that.
The emphasis that we at Cerevel and at Yumanity, two companies I'm involved in, are paying towards neurodegenerative diseases and neuroscience diseases will eventually pay a dividend, especially in this platinum age of science. We just need a little bit of time, but we'll figure this out. That I have every confidence.
If you find a breakthrough and that breakthrough works, a new therapy, you can save hundreds of thousands of lives. That's powerful. That was the reason I came to the industry and left the practice of medicine, because whereas I could impact one life at a time in medicine, there was the opportunity to impact tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people. And so if you can live what you love to do, that's the best life you can possibly have.